Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the podcast. I'm Steven Rogers.
I'm Andrew Chavone. Hello. Welcome to the pod.
Welcome to the pod. The wall of boxes has doubled, and I gotta say, both editions pretty cool.
Yeah, so this latest right here is the Liquid Death Lime design, which is a bunch of deaths walking into a death cuckoo clock.
As you do.
And then this is the Seinfeld Lego set, which I acquired last week.
Pretty awesome.
And I'm trying to get you to get it too.
Yeah, you've told me 4 times since I've gotten here. Yeah, you could get it. You know, you got some money coming in.
My sell for you is yeah, you can get it.
At one point, you told me to get 2, one to open and one to keep.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Do you have 2?
Yeah, I have another one.
You got 2?
Yeah. I'm actually afraid to open the other one. So I got 2 unopened ones.
2, Jerry.
2, Jerry. I got 2 of the Seinfeld, both unopened. So this is the display one, and then I got the one in the closet for, I'm holding on to these Seinfeld sets like Bitcoin.
I gotta tell you, I've been rewatching it on Netflix, and it was really lost on me as a kid, and that it was funny to me as a kid.
Yeah.
But now as an adult that also does stand up and lives in New York
And has weird friends.
and has and has Ronan coming in like Kramer. It is so great.
I know.
It's so great.
You got Joe List, and Joe List is like Larry David. He's like the same guy to me.
Joe, I noticed in the episode I was watching today where Kramer kisses that chef, the snub, where he snubbed her and then he eventually kisses her. Kramer at one point starts doing something with his body. I'm like, Joe does that.
Joe does that.
Joe
yeah.
does that.
I know. I think Joe is just a amalgamation of all the Seinfeld characters.
He's all of them. He's got Elaine's cleavage and same episode.
Newman's entrance. Newman's job.
He talks to my cat like it's Newman. He's like, Bowie.
Hello, Bowie.
But yeah, killer. I love the wall. It's really growing.
It's growing.
You're making a fort.
Everybody, if you guys want to come over later, we can build the Lego together.
You can do it with the gingerbread houses.
Oh man, that'd be better. Yeah, that'd be a better class.
That would be way better. I'd love that.
How to build Lego, Jerry.
This would bore the hell out of my nephew, though. My nephew, big Lego kid, he'd be like, what is this?
Well, so the show would bore him too.
Yeah,
what is this? People talking. There's no power dogs. What's that show where the dogs?
Paw Patrol.
There's no Paw Patrol. There's no Power Rangers.
Yeah. My nephew would be like, where's the wings and the blasters?
Yeah, where are the guns?
Yeah. I'd be like, well, those are lights.
You can pretend they're blasters. That's what me and my friends did. I remember there's this bad kid that lived down the street, and I invited him over, and he's like, where are your toy guns?
Whoa.
I was like, I don't have any. So he found a lamp and pretended that was a rifle.
Oh, my God.
He held it perpendicular and started making gun sounds.
He's gonna I'm going to light all you up.
I mean, where there's a will, there's a way. I mean, you can make a gun out of anything, I guess.
Where there's a plug, there's a gun.
Yeah. A light bulb went off in his head. He's like, oh, I think I can make this into a gun.
I didn't hear him coming. He had the shade on.
Yeah. Silencer?
Yeah.
That's okay. All right. Well, we got a lot to get into. We were just recorded 3 days ago, so... Oh, because you're going to Mexico. I just found out,
Well, I know I brought it up on the pod because I have 800 weddings that I'm going to... I think 8 weddings. I'm going to 8 weddings. I've only done 1, so 7 more.
You already did one?
I did 1 when I went over to San Francisco.
Oh,
That was Caitlin's cousin's wedding.
Uh-huh.
There wasn't too much to report. There is one thing to report as far as pod stories.
Yeah.
I'm officiating a wedding in April.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is great. I've got a couple weddings before I do it, and I'll learn like from these people.
Yeah.
How I
watch
could do
and
it.
learn.
Yeah, exactly. And the guy at Caitlin's cousin's wedding, he goes up and the mic is like this
Oh.
far from his face.
I hate when that happens.
It's so far from his face.
Because it's just such an easy fix. You just want to run up there and go, boop.
Yes.
All right, it's all better now.
It's so far that this is what I hear. Thank you, everybody. So
Sometimes the best man speech is like that. The guy's all drunk and the mic is down here.
so I guess it's been a while since I've gone to some. I went to weddings pre-pandemic, so it's been, I guess, 2 years.
Oh.
But the microphone is terrifying to people that have never held one.
Yeah, they don't know what to do because they're so focused on what they have to say that the
Right.
mic, it's up here or it's like right in their mouth.
The maid of honor's speech, it was it was like the kid with the lamp.
It's casting a spell. Yeah, she just started going pew pew pew.
It was. I thought she was leading a marching band, or landing a plane.
All right, in the viewfinder, do you think the light is bouncing off Jerry? Should I tilt it? Oh yeah, that's better.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, should have done that earlier.
That's fine.
Is this in the way now? It's probably good.
All
right, we're fine.
Yeah. So then, you know how many people are watching for the boxes.
Yeah. Or watching a general.
Get a. Ronnie's watching.
Oh yeah, hi Ronnie. Hi,
and Johnny. Ronnie and Johnny.
Dream team.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be fun to say. This is our first.
Just those names.
Yeah. Because Johnny is one of the most recent members of the Patreon.
Yeah.
And that was the first time we got to say it. But Ronnie and Johnny together is going to be fun to say.
Johnny is such a fun name. There's Johnny 5. He's a robot.
Yeah.
Johnny.
English.
Who's that?
Oh, you don't know Johnny English? He was like...
is that Mr. Bean?
Mr. Bean. He did a spy movie. It was really funny.
You sure his name is Johnny English?
I'm 1,000%.
Okay.
1,000%.
All right. So you got him. You got
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. Johnny Quest.
Oh.
Johnny. I don't know. It's a lot of names.
Dangerously. You ever see Johnny Dangerously?
No. What's that?
Michael Keaton. It was a comical gangster movie. Peter Boyle was the Godfather in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it was like a spoof of.
It was spoof of gangster movies.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And like there was a guy. It was so good. There was a guy that like the guy that nobody liked in the gangster. Like he was gonna double cross everybody.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton pokes him on the shoulder and he goes, "Don't poke me, Johnny. My mother poked me once, just once." And then anybody ever did to him, he goes, "Don't do that to me. My mother did that to me once, just once." It was funny. It was a good movie.
I'll check it out. Amazon Prime, probably. It's one of those Amazon Prime movies.
It's probably. I gotta tell you, it's a fun. I'll watch it with you. It's a fun one to like spoof together, and it's fun.
Well, we can watch some clips on the Patreon.
Oh yeah,
if we're not copyrighted yet.
Yeah, and 13 minutes of our episode airs. But
if you guys aren't on the Patreon, we've been watching weird. Do we even talk about it on the main episode?
Just bad shows.
Bad shows. We make fun of them.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Pivoting now to
we're still at the wedding.
The wedding, yeah.
This all happened from one box.
Yeah. And the next wedding you watch officiated, the guy like flubs all the words. He's like, "Do you take this thing?"
and then the goop transforms.
Yeah. Oh, it's a woman.
But yeah, so the first wedding I go to, the guy, I can't hear anything the guy says. Mm-hmm. And so that's a whole wash as far as learning how to officiate. So the next one I'm going to is this weekend in Mexico.
Oh, so you're going to learn it in Spanish. Do you, Nino, take this
E2?
E2?
I do E2.
Do you, Nino, take this Mamacita?
Do you take this Gringo?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's funny. All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick siesta. Okay.
Aye.
I do.
I do. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Oh, I can't breathe.
I'm so proud of that one.
That was good.
Oh, God.
Me gusta. I really only know like 12 Spanish words. I used them all just now.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay. So,
right.
what's going? What's the? Where were we?
I'm going to Mexico this weekend.
All right.
I leave tomorrow, and it's the worst day outside today. It's wet, sleety, snow, slosh, all on the ground. It's so gross.
I've been missing every mark this week. Monday, I walked out 2 coats. It was 70. I sweat. You know, like when you have 2 coats, you just put drape on one on each arm, so your arms get sweaty.
Handy 2 coats.
Yeah. And then to yesterday, I'm like, I'm not doing that again. I just come out wearing a sweatshirt. It's freezing. And then today, it's like literally snowing. It's been snowing all day. It went from 70 to snow.
Yeah. It's horrible outside. I was walking here. It was like a depression ad because I'm just trudging in the snow, looking at the ground.
It's all gray.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need Zoloft.
I had a sign with a smiley face that I put over my own face.
Snowloft. Zoloft for the snow. I was doing a show Monday, and there's this person I never seen before. He was like a Long Island comic.
Yeah.
And you know they're like hanging out at the comedy club, and they're talking to me, and they're like, and I open the door because I can't keep it to myself. I go, wow, really hot today, huh? Like no one's there except for this person.
You're talking about the weather.
Yeah, I know. Can't resist. And the person goes, yeah, well, you know it's this March weather. Today hot, tomorrow cold, and before you know it, snow. And literally it just literally happened in 2 days.
And then you turn around and he's gone.
Yeah, it was my imagination. Just wind in a curtain.
And he's right. It nailed it. And I can't. Today's like the perfect day before a vacation. I'm so excited to leave tomorrow to Mexico.
Wow. And I'm going Friday.
Yeah, and you're going to Omaha.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
I don't know. I don't know what the weather's like over there. Hopefully good.
It might be worse.
Might be worse. I've been hearing there's steaks there.
Oh yeah.
Have you been there?
Yeah.
Did you get steak?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I did a corporate there, and
was it that bus?
Yeah. The first one.
Did you just do that?
No, but that was in Texas. The last
gotcha.
one I
Gotcha.
did. But the first one I did was in Omaha, and they had Omaha Steaks there, like the company, and they had like samples and stuff, and they'd give you like a whole cup full of sliced steak. And my opener was, hey, did anybody else keep going to that booth pretending to be somebody different?
Hello, I was not here before. You know, hold your finger
Dracula?
your finger up to your nose so it looks like a mustache. Dracula? I like blood.
Yeah, rare.
Rare.
Usually I don't like steaks.
Oh, yeah. Goes right to my heart.
Man, we're on fire today. I don't know.
High stakes.
Oh, Maha. So
yeah, I'm excited to leave too.
yeah, you're going to Omaha.
Yeah, the only bad thing is plane is at 9, so I got to get an Uber during rush hour. But the airport's right here.
It was the Uber's gonna roll 3 feet.
The Uber can just put it in neutral. Literally, planes are flying by us as we speak.
You could pull up next to the plane as it's taxiing. You'll be.
Oh my god! All right, well,
You'll be fine.
all right.
Here's a quick update. Anyone that travels more than like a couple of times a year, you need to get clear or pre-check, and then you're golden. That's all. Get one of the two. I always do clear.
And what is the cost of this?
I think it was for a whole year.
Yeah.
$120 or something like
man, it's like Paramount Plus.
that. Yes, and
If
if
you either want all the road rules or get in quickly,
or rule the road,
rule the road.
and you go right to the front of the line as soon as you get to clear.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Well, I will examine that.
and you
Well,
can get it
at
in
the airport?
line at the airport.
All right, I'll do it. I'll trade this in.
You're going on the road.
I'll trade this in for that.
You're going on the road all the time this year. You're going.
I know.
Way more than
I
you-
know, and I haven't got the typical thing. Friday, I'm like, I'll just wait to get my plane ticket. I don't feel like it.
Oh boy.
Gas skyrockets. It's like tripled.
You book it as soon as you book the gig.
I know, but I didn't have specifics at that time.
It's like the club's move.
Yeah, the club goes away. All right, let's get back to business, everyone. We got some stories for you.
Every bun.
Every bun in the oven. These stories.
That goes with your steak.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good.
Mhm.
I got some ideas. I should just not eat before I leave.
Yeah.
Fill
don't
up.
eat.
Yeah, I won't eat for a day. How many cows are in Omaha anyway? If they're shipping all over the world, how many cows are in there? It's a city. They live in a condo. They live in a high rise. All the cows.
I don't
How
know.
they
but
jam them all in that? It's just Omaha.
those cows are humping a lot over there. I
I
guess.
guess. Yeah, they
Yeah.
got taking. I don't know. The snow loft. So, all right. So, what do you got? Actually, let's go to you first.
Well, we're getting a new cat. We put in the deposit. It is a hairless cat, and it is a boy. I've seen pictures of him. He's adorable. I'm super excited.
Hairless with just fur and the wrinkles, right?
No fur at all. Well,
yeah.
Less than Bowie.
Okay, so not even like peach fuzz.
There may be peach fuzz. If I heard correctly, they feel like someone that is like about to have 5 o'clock shadow. You know, like
man.
that sandpaper.
That's a little unsettling.
That's all right. I'm looking forward to, and you just put sweaters on it. You know.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. And you're right over there.
Just the image of that, like albino mole.
No, naked mole rat.
Naked mole rat.
Yeah.
There's
Kim Possible.
what is that?
Oh, okay. It was a cartoon that had a naked mole rat.
No, this is this YouTube guy I watch sometimes called Review Bra
Mhm.
something. He just is pale and his weird eyes and he eats fast food in a suit. And he did a special where he looked at mean comments.
What are you?
I don't know. I'll show it to you.
How are you finding this
I'll
guy?
show you doing the
Show me
bonus
on the Patreon.
Yeah. But he's like somebody called me a rat face. Let's see if we can do better. Albino rat. Okay, and it goes albino mole rat. All right, this one's pretty good. All right, everybody. Sorry for that. Doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry for talking about
As long
that.
as you hear it.
I'm sorry,
That's the step in the right direction.
I'm sorry, everybody. Sorry, everyone, for talking about obscure YouTubers' comments.
It's okay. I hit my nose on the mic and flinched.
Okay, great.
So we're getting what's happening.
Nothing. That story was so bad it triggered me.
Oh, we all heard it.
I know. I want to take a light. I want to take a
light bulb to yourself.
take a light bulb to myself. Hold a lamp. Put a lamp in my mouth.
I want to point a lamp at that story. Light it up. Oh man. So, are you still?
I'm good.
Recovering?
Yeah, I'm good.
So getting this cat, really excited about it. A little boy, getting him at the end of April. We'll have to do an episode with him once I get him.
Yeah.
And
you can put him in the Lego set. We'll build that. Put him in there like he's a monster.
Rush in the door like Kramer.
Have Kramer ride him. It's okay. So Bowie might be a little jealous.
Bowie might be jealous, but Bowie needs a friend, and I'm excited to do that and have it so Bowie has something to play, another cat to play with, and is less lonely. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, you're building a family.
Yeah. This one I'm gonna have wear a diaper.
Well, we'll have a shower for you.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll need one after visiting your place. Cat poop.
Need one after that story. And then another pog.
Pog.
But I was able to get Bowie's name Bowie because I wanted a classic rock name for the pet, but I had to really get Caitlin to go for it. And thankfully she went for Bowie. And I'm like, I want to do it again. And so I started reading some names. And we hit on one where we both reacted. And it was Benny.
Oh.
Like Benny and the Jets.
I was thinking that.
And we both really liked that. And Caitlin's like, we can't decide on the name before. This is exactly what we did with Bowie. I said a name. We liked it. And she was like, no. And then we got it. And then it was Bowie.
And that was the name.
But, and it's happening again with Benny. So cut to.
Bowie and Benny.
Exactly. It's killer. Cut to. We go see Elton John last week.
Oh.
At the Barclays Center. And huge long line. It's his farewell tour.
Well, you'd get your cat at the Meow Clays.
Still recovering. You really lowered the Barclays. So we're in line, long line. When you're at Barclays, if you've never been, it's not like when you go see a concert at a outdoor stadium where there's multiple entrances. Barclays, at least for my experience, it only has the one entrance.
It's hectic, yeah.
Yeah. So we get there and it takes forever, and we get to the baggage check part, and there's a woman with a full cooler bag of stuff, and it's like this crate, like she's covered in crags. She's all weird looking. She's got like a fisherman's cap on, and we're
old salty.
Yeah, salty bag, and she's all like I don't know if she knows what's going on, and they're like, lady, you can't be doing this. And Elton John starts right on time. It's one of the only concerts I've ever been to.
No opener, no opening act.
No opening act.
That's what these old guys do.
Yeah,
because they want to go home and go to bed. They don't want to like dilly dally.
Yeah, there's no intermission, but if there was, he'd nap during it. But or go to the bathroom. But so we're stuck behind this lady, and she's like fighting with them about getting all her, her bags of stuff in there. And then we hear bloomp, like the sound of a piano just being hit really quick. And then everyone starts screaming. We can hear them from outside. And I'm like, it's starting. We're stuck behind bag lady.
Oh, no. Are they throwing away all that stuff in her bag?
They're just yelling at her. And then finally, Caitlin goes like this and shows the phone to the security. There's like 3 security guards dealing with this one lady.
Oh, God.
Caitlin goes, This is all we have is a ticket. We don't have any bags. We got nothing.
We got no cooler.
We got nothing. Cool it. And we're like, can we just go in? And they're like, all right.
Cool your Benny and the Jets.
So we start running. We get in. We're running. We're looking for our seat, and then we hear him start playing, and he's playing Benny and the Jets.
Ah!
And I start laughing, and we're sprinting to find our to get to our section. The whole time we're trying to find our seats, Benny and the Jets is playing, and I yell at Caitlin, "We gotta name the cat Benny. This is perfect." It's a comical situation.
You can't find your seat. You're still standing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I saw that bag lady, and I'm like, oh, the bitch is back. That's a song, and I don't know if anyone knows it.
All right, well.
And it was a leather.
Let's Candle in the Wind wind this up. Candle in the wind this up. Wrap this up. Candle in the wine. Wrap. Does that make sense?
Nope.
Right.
I know what you mean, but her bag, by the way, was like animal skin. It was like a crocodile rock. And
God, I can't think of them. Can you feel it in the air tonight?
Can you feel the love tonight?
Can you feel the love tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Phil Collins.
Yeah.
They're all the same song. All those bands, they're all the same.
No, they're not.
The titles are all the same.
No. What are you talking about? I've look. All right, I have like 15 in the chamber, but
Oh, good.
I don't know. There might be deep cuts.
Oh, were they at the concert? Did you play them?
Well, he played your song, so
Which one?
it's called Your Song.
Oh.
All right. Anyway,
I cut you off. You said this is a sign, and what did Caitlin say?
we were laughing. It was like a fun moment. You know when it's like all the stars align, and you're like, this is fun. We were fighting about the cat name, and then he's playing that while we can't find our seat. It just felt perfect. But here's the main anxiety.
Uh-huh.
Get to the show. We're on the floor. So we're right in front. Not in front, but
Oh, my God.
We're not in the bleachers. We're on the floor. Can see him. It's awesome. We're straight on.
Wow.
And the problem with people that are concert rookies or go to see just the person and not the experience and know the work, when the band plays a song they don't know, they sit. And it drives me nuts because I'm still standing. I stand the whole concert.
Yeah.
I'm into it the whole time. And so is Caitlin. But they're all sitting and Caitlin and I still stand. And then eventually a woman taps Caitlin on the back and goes, hey, can you sit when everyone else sits? And
Uh-oh. I know your lady.
I
I know your lady ain't having that.
Oh yeah. So the hell cracked open and fire started shooting through the ground.
Steve, her head turns into a tea kettle.
Yeah. She was like Hades. She lights on fire, and she goes, "Well, he's gonna be playing a hit right after this." It was what happened was the stage went black. He's been playing for a little while. Stage went black, clearly for him to do a costume change and come back out. And it was like 30 seconds, and everyone sits. We were still standing.
So it was just a black
Yes.
stage. So who
there
cares?
was nothing there. Who cares is exactly right. Well, this lady cared, and I think she regrets it because Caitlin.
Maybe she was mad that they took all of her snacks out of her cooler.
I mean, Caitlin was like a rocket man, and so.
Oh, camera's dying. 1 second.
Oh yeah.
Just leave it. Oh, I got another battery.
So, lady taps Caitlin on the back. Caitlin turns around and goes, "He's coming right back out, and he's gonna play a hit."
Yeah.
And the lady goes, "Oh, if you could please." And we sit down. And they were healthy people, by the way. They were young, probably our age or maybe a few years older.
No knee problems. No
doesn't-
walker.
No walker, no cane, and pretty healthy. We saw them dancing. So it's like, what's going on? We sit down though. We listen to them and sit down. Immediately, Elton John comes out and starts playing a hit, and we all get back up and stand. And Caitlin goes, "Oh, looks like we're going back up again."
Oh my God, I can see her saying that.
And and all the hairs on me are standing up. Now, if I didn't agree with Caitlin, I probably would be like, "Hey, like, you're getting a little crazy here." But I happen to agree so far.
That's a good match for you. That's my dream person too. Just somebody who just does all the confrontation that I want to do, but don't have the ability to.
Yeah.
I just need to turn them and wind them up and just let them go. And then I benefit from that. I get all the benefits of having to do any of the confrontation. Exactly.
So far, it's working out, but I am like ready to step in if a second confrontation starts, I'm in, because I'm not going to leave Caitlin by herself. So we stand back up and we do the rest of the show. But before we sit down, Caitlin goes, "It's Elton John. Who sits for Elton John?" Which I happen to agree. So we all stand back up when he comes back on.
He's sitting too, right? He's beyond the piano.
Yeah, he's the only one that should sit.
He's also old.
Yeah. So show goes back on, and then there's a part where everyone sits again, and I'm like, and I'm holding out on the sitting, but as I see, it's like a wave. I see everyone sitting and sitting and sitting, and I'm like, Kate, we gotta sit, because it makes sense to sit here. I don't remember if it was a song no one knew or he was talking or something.
Okay.
And we all sit, and then later she goes, "I only sat because you sat."
Ah.
And I was like, okay, so I'm controlling her conflict, not dealing with the conflict behind us. But what I didn't know, that I'm fully anxious the rest of the concert. I still enjoyed myself, but I'm ready for this argument behind me. What I didn't know is every time we sat down, Caitlin sat as tall as she could and put her hair up so she could be taller when she sat.
She gets out a big Dr. Seuss hat.
Honestly, she should have wore any of Elton John's costumes.
Yeah,
would have walked there.
The marching band director or
the devil with the horns and the feathers.
The toy soldier.
What he wore on the Muppet Show. But it was crazy. So I was fully anxious, but I think it was interesting to witness that confrontation and to thank God that I was on the same page as my partner, because I've seen people that are like us but disagree with their partner and don't say anything.
Yeah, that's basically my last relationship. Yeah. No, I just kidding. But what did he close on? What song?
Killer closer. He did the Bitch Is Back.
Oh my God.
Then Crocodile Rock. Then I'm Still Standing.
Whoa.
And then Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting.
Whoa.
Confetti comes down. Goes away. Encore comes out. Plays that new song Cold Heart with Dua Lipa.
Okay.
She wasn't there, but he did that song.
Oh.
And then Your Song, which was his first hit. And then he played
Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
He didn't do Can You Feel the Love Tonight.
Oh.
And then
you said Your Song. That's my song. Lion King.
And
Yeah.
and then Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
Wow. All hits.
Yeah.
The Dua Lipa. Who is that?
She's a new artist. Dua Lipa. Caitlin gave that woman behind us some Lipa.
You gotta look before you Lipa.
Lipa of Faith. What do you got going on?
Elton Johnny. Elton Johnny and Ronnie. Elton Ronnie.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Elton Johnny Martinez.
That's pretty good. All right. So Last week I did a show at New York Comedy Club, one of the finest clubs in this here town, and
Here.
but it was one of these shows where I guess everyone's auditioning for JFL.
Oh yeah.
Everyone wanted to jump on the show, all these like comics, so the show goes super long with 5-minute people, and the crowd was bad to begin with, so I heard.
Bad.
So then these guys get on, just do their tight five, which is just repeating their jokes. So they just seem like robots. They get on the stage. Thank you, everybody. So coronavirus is weird, huh? I mean, come on. And everyone just not laughing, and then you could see it in their face. This is my big set, and no one's laughing. So then
your sense of humor must be in a bubble.
Yeah. Well, their whole joke should have been quarantined for away from everybody, but
yeah, they should be in a quarantine from their notebook.
From a pen. So they're all bombing. Everyone's bombing, and it's so they're running their sets, so it's just so awkward. So the audience is just they were bad to begin with.
Yeah.
Now they're even worse. They're like, "What is this freak show that we're watching here?"
Yeah, for the listeners at home and the couple people that watch, anyone that's running a set for anything, like when I was running my late night, or if you're running any audition or anything that's got to be precise, it usually is bombing because you're not there in the moment and
you're not connected.
Yeah, you're not being present and loose, or it looks like you're not even there.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, they look like holograms, just getting eviscerated, by the audience. One at a time, they go up and fall down. It's like a Civil War reenactment. I was walking to the stage. Some guy grabs my ankle and goes, "Don't go."
That's funny.
There's nothing up there for you. Only death. Death awaits you. I'm going last. Yeah. I have to go last on the show.
Are you auditioning?
No, I'm a regular. I was booked. The other people who are auditioning snuck in. They.
Oh, this isn't the audition. This is them just running it.
Yes.
I understand now.
Right. They're running their sets.
Gotcha. The runs.
The runs. So I'm about to go on, and the manager goes, "Hey, listen, there's this SNL cast member named Aristotle Thari. He might stop by and do his set." And I'm like, "Oh, great. I get bumped again." I didn't say that out loud, but my eyes said that. And he goes, "Well, I think he'll go after you. He's not here yet. So I'm going to light you, and then he's going to go on." I'm like, "All right."
Are you bringing him on?
I think so. I think the host went home. Yeah. I'm bringing him on. And if he doesn't come, then I close the show. I go, "Good night, everybody."
Right.
So yes, that's what happened. Yeah. So I had to Google how to say his name, and because I haven't watched the show this season because I don't have Peacock or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know this guy, Aristotle Athari?
I probably would if I saw him. I'm horrible with names.
He's this character where he's a robot. He does. Well, it's pretty funny, I guess. He's pretty funny. So I go up, just get my face blown off. Everyone hates me, and
I don't know him,
but I'm doing good jokes because I want to tape, and and I see him. He's watching me, so I'm like, "Oh, I gotta look good for him, I guess."
Yeah.
But eventually I kind of freak out the audience, and
Don't gloss over that. How'd you do that?
Well, I go, "What's up with you people?" One guy dropped his drink, and I'm like, that got more of a reaction than my jokes. This guy's drink. He looks so sad right now. His drink spilled.
So you weren't doing good before, or were you
No.
were doing good?
No, I wasn't I was getting like pitter patters, but it was very hard. They really were just done. They were tired and whatever. So then I bring him up, and I get off. I'm like, that sucked. I didn't say it to him, but I said it to myself. And he goes up and just starts yelling at them. He says, "Andrew's jokes were great. What's wrong with you people?" Because he didn't see that everyone bombed.
Oh, that's funny.
He's going off on them. And I'm like, I'm like, oh, cool. And I step away. He's like, he's going to leave. He's going to leave thinking he stinks. He's good. You guys are bad.
Wow.
He's going off. And then he does his set.
He's like a Terminator
Yeah.
robot.
Right. He Avenger. He avenged me.
Yeah.
He avenged me. I just, I'm dead. He was my hero. I was a damsel. He was my knight. So then he said good night.
I thought you were going to start singing.
I don't know. Elton. So he's just running a set. He gets off pretty quickly. I'm packing my bag, and I see him. The show's over, and I go, "Oh, hey, man, thanks for those really nice words. It was pretty bad up there." And he goes, "Yeah, I meant them. I meant every word." And I'm like, "Cool." And I was going to meet Joe List downtown at the Cellar or whatever, and I go, "Hey, I'm going down here if you want to ride somewhere, if that's on the way." And he goes, "Well, I'm going to the East Village location of this club." And I go, "Oh, I'll drop you off. It's on the way." And he goes, "Well, I don't want to put you out. I don't want to burden you with this." And I go, "Well, it's on the way. I offered. Literally, it's not like you insisted, and it's out of my way.
Mm-hmm.
I said I could drive you, and I'm saying this is word for word what I'm saying." Just making it weird.
Yeah. So far. I agree so far.
I'm going off, over explaining things. And he's like, "All right, if you're sure." I'm like, "Get in, let's go." And we get in the car, and he does this thing where we're talking a little bit, and then he looks at his phone, and I'm like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." We get to the location, and he looks up from his phone. We've been driving for like 10 minutes. He doesn't talk to me at all. Get to the location, he does the thing where he looks up and starts going, "Oh, so what's up with you?"
He is a robot.
And I go, "We're done, man. I gotta go. You're here. Your time to talk to me has passed."
Yeah.
It was 10 minutes.
He was Googling small talk.
Yeah, he's Googling. Yeah.
All right. The best result I can find is, so what's going on with you, man?
So weather, yeah. Talked about that already.
Yeah.
So he says, out of nowhere, he says, "Well, let's hang out sometime." And I go, "All right." So he followed me on Instagram. I followed him.
Wow.
I could have a new friend.
I mean, going by the interaction so far, I would say no. But maybe you do.
But then I see on Instagram he doesn't have a lot of people in New York that he knows, but one of them is Chris James.
Whoa!
Our first Patreon guest.
Yes.
So I talked to Chris. I'm like, "You know this guy?" And he goes, "Oh, mate, he is so funny. Chris is coming next week. I think we're gonna organize a group hang.
Wow.
Group hang with this SNL guy.
That's great. Chris has been here a lot lately.
I know. He comes and he goes. We have a friend who I think I talked about it. Got a COVID deal in the West Village.
Yeah.
So Chris just comes and stays there and lives life.
Wow.
He lives this West Village life on this guy's dime, and goes wherever he goes.
That's great.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's a story there, but to be continued. Everybody, look up this guy's weekend update where he pretends to be a robot comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. It's
I'm
funny.
excited.
All right. So that's it for me. Let's go. We got a lot of topics we didn't get to.
Yes, we do. Let me. I'll do. I'll check Twitter.
No, it's on.
Okay.
First we got an email from Might Be Slightly, who gave us an update. He was the one nervous about Disney World.
Yes.
He said he went, but his daughter was afraid. His daughter had fun, but his daughter was afraid to go on a roller coaster while they're waiting in line, and he took her out of the line, and then felt like maybe that was a mistake. You ever done that? I mean, every single time I'm in a line for a roller coaster, even today, I am like, I'm like the guy in Apocalypse Now. When they land the helicopter, he goes, I'm not going. Right. I'm not going. That's me in line for like an hour.
Yeah. But you still step up.
Yeah, still just shuffle up.
I'm
not doing this.
So might be is regretting not.
Or he doesn't know if that was the right move.
He took him out. Took his daughter out.
Yeah.
I think that's the right move.
Oh yeah.
If she's not ready, right?
Well, then there's these cases where I think he said in his email too, where you're scared, but then you ride it and you're like, oh, that was a great time.
Right. That's true. Good point.
But I mean, the daughter's young. I mean, she's got plenty of life left.
Yeah.
And there is this time, might be, and I'll tell you this, and I'll tell Steve this. Where I was a kid, my dad made me ride this roller coaster called the Anaconda in Williamsburg, Virginia.
Oh, that ride don't want none.
No. It's also, I believe it or not, Ice Cube is in there. He's the conductor, and J-Lo, I think.
Oh, you're doing the movie.
The movie, yeah. I know. So then the things come down, the shoulder things, and my head is like in between them.
Yeah.
And the roller coaster goes off, and my head just goes. Just bounces between this shoulder straps the whole ride, like a pinball. Like, and I can't even. I don't even know what's going on. Just thinking about my head, and I can't reach it because I'm in the strap. I can't. I can't cushion my head. Then after the thing finally stops, I get off. Like, oh my god, that was the awful. That was one where my dad. I wish I, for my own brain cells.
Yeah.
Got pulled out of the line, but.
Yeah, if you didn't ride that ride, we wouldn't have heard that horrible YouTube story.
Yeah. Well, we probably wouldn't even be doing this podcast. I'd probably be like some CEO right now. I'd invent something.
Yeah, that's true. And you wouldn't say 3CPO.
Obi-Wan.
I went on a ride. My dad had me go on a ride with my cousin. And my dad, I think, was doing what might be wishes he did. Kept me in the ride. But maybe I wasn't afraid to go on the ride. But when I got on the ride, I freaked out because it was one. I thought it just went around. It was one that went around, and the cage you were in spun around also.
Oh, wow.
So you're flipping around upside down.
It's the Motley Crue drummer. Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy Lee. Anyways, so I'm spinning around, screaming. I was crying, and this was like 2 years ago, and just freaking out. And then I got off, just drenched in sweat and tears. And I know my dad felt horrible, but I learned I don't like that ride.
The ride's bad. Every time you saw a deep fryer, you started crying. You're from the trauma.
Yeah. But might be, I think, you trust your instincts, and it's not too late. You can do it next time you go to an amusement park. Your daughter will be older and maybe braver and know what you can do and not do.
And it's pretty cool. Like the first one I rode on was also at Busch Gardens, but years prior with my mom. Mm-hmm. And I remember the things going up, and I go, "We're gonna die." And then after it's done, I'm like, "That was great." and then like years later, I'm like, "Oh, let's ride that ride. I thought I was gonna die on it." And then after the ride, I'm like, "Oh, that was pretty lame." I thought that was scary.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Start below what you think their fear threshold is, and then build up. If they thought it was awesome, then take little steps. This next one's from Hot Girls Wear Afros 2. Anticipating returning to work after FMLA and having to convince 6 white women that my experience meets the threshold for racism and unethical.
Okay, I think that's out of our.
Well, I'll say as 2 white men, we're sorry, and we won't comment on it.
FMLA, I don't know what that is either. Is that when you? It sounds like one of those LOL things when you're rolling on the floor laughing or falling on the floor laughing.
I'm gonna say it's probably not, but Family and Medical Leave Act of 1993.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, let's go on to another topic.
Yep.
Thanks for writing in.
Thank you for writing in.
We
yes.
wish you well. But we got this one from Patreon member Jamie of Jamie and Ed.
Yes.
Or formerly of Jamie and Ed.
Good that you can bring that up. She'll have a new topic for us now.
Sorry, Jamie.
Well, I feel better about the FMLA.
Jamie. Single Jamie.
What are you doing? Just say
What?
the topic.
Okay. Oh. Okay. She sent me a voice memo, but I didn't play it. But that was from Christmas. So.
Well, you can play that later.
Okay. Deciding to file bankruptcy or just chip away at debt forever. I could delve into it, but that's the nutshell. And starting a new job. I got a job offer from the University of Rochester, and I have a medical marijuana card for my chronic migraines and headaches, so I'll absolutely test positive for THC when they drug test me. I'm so used to that being something that matters. I'm super anxious that'll be a problem for me, because it could be. My boss doesn't think it will be, but she doesn't know for sure. So, yeah. Oh, man. Your boss doesn't know.
Well, on the medical on the drug test, it doesn't matter anymore, or it's starting to matter less and less. It sounds like your boss does know, and you have the card. So everything that's in your control has been taken care of.
And plus, it's university, you know?
Yeah.
What's up, dude? That's everyone on campus, you know?
That's the dean.
That's the dean. Dean's wearing like a hippie beard, and he's not wearing a shirt. Hey, man.
Everything is everything. Okay. Cool. So am I accepted? What are your thoughts on the bankruptcy or chipping away at debt?
Well, I don't know the specifics here. I don't know how much your debt is and what kind of debt it is. Some debt can't be expunged, student loans specifically, and you got to see if your income exceeds your debt payments, and the fact that your bankruptcy will live on your credit score for many years, and it'll just crater your credit score. So if your credit score is okay, I don't know. Factor all that in, and plus you have to pay a lawyer like $3,000.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So Jamie, look into it. I don't know how much your debt is. If there's any debt relief programs offered by the government, look into those. There's one for student loans, and I don't know. I wish you well. Bankruptcy is like a last-minute solution, though, so I guess reassess after this job is my advice. I don't know. You're doing the right thing. You got a job. But we got another topic from Matt Fishman. If you check I'll give it to you.
Oh, okay. I'm entering the phase of a new job where the honeymoon is ending, and soon they'll give me real work, and they'll all realize I'm a fraud because I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, first of all, I love Matt Fishman very much. He's a hilarious comedian, and if anybody gets a chance to go see him, please do. He's great.
I think he still has that Saturday show, right? We both did it.
Yeah, QED. I believe he does.
It's called Giggles something.
I know it's at 5 o'clock on Saturdays. It's really fun. And if we're wrong, Matt, please correct us. But as far as I don't think you're a fraud. You got the job off qualifications, I would assume, and there's always a learning curve. So I think that, or maybe you shouldn't have given the topic to someone that hasn't had a job in a long time.
Well, my advice to you, Matt, is just enjoy it while it lasts. Don't ask for extra work. You know, just.
You're telling him he's doomed.
No, I mean the probation phase or whatever that is.
The honeymoon.
Well, when you start at a job, they're usually like, all right, your assignment today is turn on your computer, figure it out. You're like,
pretty good.
Oh, cool. And the next day it's like, you might want to learn how to send some emails. And you're like, all right. And then it's like kind of easy stuff, just getting you eased in. And a lot of times they're like, we don't have anyone really to train you right now because we're pretty busy. So why don't you just play Minesweeper or something, and you're like, all right, I'll do that. And then when they finally get you trained, then it's just a never stopping of work,
Right.
That's what he's talking about. The honeymoon phase is just like, la-di-da, clock in, So I would just enjoy that honeymoon phase while it lasts and, just sit there and be like, man, this is great. I'm not stressed. Just appreciate the moment.
Okay, perfect. I got another one here from the Bossy Mayor. My husband is having to return to the office tomorrow after working from home for 2 years, and he's very nervous.
Oh, my God, Bossy. I've been hearing that a lot. Everyone's going back.
Yeah. Now you got to be social. You got to...
Commute.
They're
like, you know what a good time to come back is? When gas is $8 a gallon. That's a good time to come in.
The weather's unpredictable.
Yeah, it could snow tomorrow. Gas is more than the Bitcoin, so come on in.
Yeah, I hopefully, there's another grace period of everyone readjusting to being back in the office. I'm sure it's not going to, hopefully, not go straight to full throttle. But, yeah, I think everyone's got to realize that everyone's going through an adjustment period.
I know, and us in New York, we have no good option because it's either pay, kind of sell some stuff on eBay to be afford to fill your tank up, and then or if you're not paying an arm and leg for gas, take the subway with the crazy kooks,
which is still very much happening.
I know. I heard a report, or not a report, but my friend in the Upper West Side said that they saw them. They sent a crew in the subway to check on people.
Yeah.
And I guess they're supposed to they were talking to them and getting them out. They're supposed to get them help. And she said the next day they were all still there. They all came back.
Everyone's there.
They took a day off. It was the holiday.
They're all over. It's crazy.
Did I tell you this story where I saw a guy in one of those walkers? Did I tell you that? He's sitting in a walker, and I'm like, something's off about this. And then he stands up. This is on the subway platform.
I'm going to make some guesses.
Okay.
No pants.
He has pants.
Okay. He's wet them.
Possibly. I mean, what he was doing, what the other thing was doing was distracting me. He opened, there's a secret compartment in the walker.
Oh, yeah.
The seat opens up.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's he getting in there? A cigarette, and he lights it up.
Out of all the things you could have pulled out of there, that's the safest.
That's probably, well, not for my lungs, but yeah, for my eyes, it's the safest. For my mental health.
Thought he was going to pull a lamp out of there.
Pew, pew.
I had a guy last night. I was walking, when you can get in, for people that haven't been to New York, you can enter a station, swipe in, and if the stairs that lead to the track are going, the train's going the opposite direction, sometimes you can just walk over and there's the train you need to get. But I've already swiped in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm crossing over to the tracks that I need to get to, and there's this guy walking up the stairs, and he trips, like a little step trip.
Yeah.
But he must have been on something because he grabs the railing and just swings. And he goes, oh! and the slowest I've ever seen anyone fall. So he falls fine, and then he's just on the ground. He goes, ah. And I go, hey, man, are you all right? And then my spider sense goes off, and I'm like, he's not bleeding. He's on the ground. He's alive. He's all right. I'm out of here. And I felt really bad about it, but it really felt like either a trick or just only going in a bad direction.
I think it's a trick because this happened to me in West Village. There was a guy with a rolling suitcase.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about him?
No.
He goes up to me and he says, excuse me, can I need some help. And he saw my face. He goes, I'm not a bum. And I'm like, well, what do you need help with? And he shows me a piece of paper in his hand. It's just blank. And he goes, I need $5. I need $5. Like, you are a bum. You tricked me. You tricked me. I literally ran away. Tricked. He sucked me in. They take advantage. Well, I saw a therapy post or something I saw where it's like, you don't owe anyone your attention.
Yeah. Well, Jen says you don't owe anyone your time, that you don't, like, the time is the most valuable thing.
Yeah, you don't owe them your time. And when that guy goes, excuse me, that's your time.
Yeah.
You got to be, there's no law that says somebody who says, excuse me, I got to look at.
Yeah.
Somebody who falls down the stairs, there's a law that says you don't have to help them.
Yeah. A good buddy of mine is visiting New York right now. I'm going to end on this. But he's visiting New York right now, and I was walking by, and he goes, hey! And I kept walking, and he had to get my attention. He had to call me by name, and he's like, I said hello, and you just kept walking. I'm like, I'm like, this is New York, man. Anybody's pointing at me going, hey, I'm most likely not going to stop, and because I've been punched in the face.
Yeah, that's a big no-no.
Yeah. So, and then I had to fight with, not a fight, but a discussion with somebody recently where they're like, oh, everyone in New York's rude. And I'm like, no, we're not rude. We've been attacked or tricked or whatever.
We're adjusted.
Yeah.
We've evolved.
Yeah.
There's a thing where I went out to get a burger with Ryan, Mr. Pants. We went to get burgers.
He messaged me.
Did he?
On the fly.
Well, we're going to talk about him on the bonus, but we sit down, and then we're walking to our seat, and there's this woman with her family, and her eyes light up. She's like, ooh, people are sitting near us.
Oh, boy.
And then we sit down, and she looks over at us, like trying to have a convo, and we're like, nope, we're not doing this.
Oh, boy.
We're not talking to you. And then she kind of like made a face and looked back down at her menu. Well, we kind of just gave her like nothing. And then we heard her talk to the waiter. We're visiting from Wisconsin. I'm like, oh, that's why. You don't know.
You're goners.
You're gonna get. We're just gonna find you like a finger and a foot.
You're
tomorrow.
gonna have $5 less and cigarette smoke in your lungs. Well, we got to wrap up here.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. And shoot us more topics. What's making you anxious? We covered the ones from last week that we didn't get to on the previous episode.
So our email is panicattackingpodcast@gmail.com. Feel free to send us anything you want.
No, don't send us anything.
Well, topics, or you say like, "Hey, I like the pod."
Yeah. Well, I didn't want them to send us recipes or.
I'll take those. I don't know. Whatever you want. Or the Instagram. We got the links to the Instagram are in the description, but it's Panic Attacking Pod.
Yes.
And Pod Panic Attacking on Twitter. So.
Yes, and Patreon, $5 a month gets you 4 bonus episodes. They're a lot of fun. And if there's any old commercials, old TV shows, any video that you think is ridiculous that you want us to roast or joke about, send it to us and we'll do it on the Patreon. Yeah, if you guys don't know, the format of the bonuses is we talk about stuff, it's basically the podcast. And at the end, because we usually do it on Zoom, we can screen share and roast some visual stuff. Yeah. So. And I just remembered one that we got to do. Okay. So. Anyways, thank you, everybody, and stay tuned for the outro. Stay tuned, everybody. Thank you.